Hi, my name is Evan Wardell, and in this video, I'm going to be briefly showcasing a variety of sound design and music implementation strategies I've employed in the game Project Radical Adventure, after which I'll go into a bit of detail on one particular approach where I've set up transition behavior between two parallel stems of different tempo for the pause music. To give a bit more introduction, Project Radical Adventure is the working title of a game on which I've been collaborating with developer Zach Singer, with myself being responsible for all music, sound design, and implementation of each within the codebase and the Unity project. Now, let's quickly listen to the pause music transition one more time. As you can hear, upon pause, the music transitions from a faster-paced, high-energy level theme into a lo-fi version of the same music, with the same melody and overall structure at a slower tempo. And, on unpause, the same transition occurs in reverse. To see how this looks, let's take a look at the music controller script. If we scroll down to the toggle pause music function, you'll see that the first thing we do is play the pause transition audio source, which is a record scratch sound that acts as a stinger, providing a sort of sonic cover under which the transition behavior can occur more seamlessly. As for that transition itself, to keep things simpler, let's first just look at the case in which the music is already looping by the time the transition occurs. The fadeout for the currently playing source, that is, the regular unpaused level theme, is fairly simple, as I only need to initiate a separate fadeout coroutine I've created, fading it out over a designated fade time value. For the slower pause music coming in, however, the fade in is a bit more complicated. Unlike when transitioning to a parallel stem of the same tempo, we can't just set this to start fading in at the same discrete time value for its audio clip as the time at which the original clip starts fading out. Instead, we need to find the same relative point within this new stem in order for the melody and structure of the music to remain continuous throughout. We can do this by taking the current time of the origin unpaused clip, dividing it by the total clip length to get the relative ratio, and multiplying this by the total length of the target paused clip, getting the time value at which the target paused music will be at exactly the same point within the melody and overall musical form. However, if we stopped there, this would only mean that the tracks start to fade in and out at the same relative point. This, in turn, means that once we reach the center of the crossfade, at which both tracks will be heard equally, they would once again be out of sync, the faster unpaused music having progressed further in the form during the same amount of time. To adjust for this, we need to instead target the halfway point of this crossfade, adding half of its duration to the calculation of the ratio, and then subtracting half of its duration from the corresponding point within the target pause music clip in order to find out where to start. With this adjustment made, the target pause music will actually start playing slightly ahead of the faster unpaused music, reaching the same relative point halfway through the crossfade. When combined with the masking nature of the record scratch stinger, this creates the illusion of a seamless, more gradual transition between these two different tempos. The rest of this function, then, is accounting for the same behavior in a variety of contexts, including transitioning back from the paused to unpaused music, as well as performing either of these transitions during the intro clip for either state, as, due to the change in tempo, a transition starting at the end of the intro for the unpaused music may actually need to instead start during the loop for the slower paused music. However, the same core concept of how this calculation works remains the same. At any rate, that's all I wanted to specifically discuss for this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or feedback, including whether you'd like me to go into more detail on any of the other features shown in this video. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.